Дорогие соотечественники и канадские друзья, уважаемые коллеги по дипломатическому корпусу, dear compatriots and Canadian friends, esteemed members of the diplomatic corps, сегодня мы празднуем День России, национальный праздник, символизирующий единство нашей страны во всем ее уникальном разнообразии. Today we celebrate the National Day of Russia, which symbolizes the unity of our country in all its unique diversity. Раскинувшись на огромных просторах Евразии, от Балтийского моря на западе до Тихого океана на востоке, от Арктики до черноморских субтропиков, Россия – это дом для многих народов, языков, культур и религий, гармонично сосуществующих веками. Spread over huge expanses of Eurasia, from the Baltic Sea in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east, from the Arctic to the subtropics of Black Sea and Caucasus Mountains, Russia is a home to many peoples, languages, cultures and religions that have harmoniously coexisted for centuries. Современная Россия – страна талантов и высоких достижений в науке, технологиях и культуре, одновременно хранит традиции, моральные ценности, защищает правду и ищет справедливости. Этот долг и этот поиск отразили в своих произведениях наши великие мыслители Федор Достоевский и Лев Толстой. Мы хотим жить в мире со всеми народами и всегда открыты к сотрудничеству в борьбе с угрозами и вызовами глобального характера во имя укрепления международного мира и безопасности. Modern Russia, a country of rich talents and high achievements in scientific, cultural and technological domains, keeps faith in traditions, moral values, defends truth and justice, as epitomized by world-famous Russian talents like Fyodor Dostoevsky and Leo Tolstoy. Our determination is to live in peace with all nations. We are always open to cooperation in combating broad spectrum of global challenges and threats in order to enhance international peace and security. В прошлом месяце Россия приняла двухгодичное председательство в Арктическом совете. Россия и Канада – близкие соседи через Северный полюс. Достаточно взглянуть на карту. Арктика для нас – это недалекий рубеж, это часть нашего дома. Last month Russia assumed two-year chairship in the Arctic Council. Looking at the map, one instantly realizes how close Russia and Canada really are as neighbors across the North Pole. Arctic is not a distant frontier, it's a part of our homeland. Together with Canada and other Council members, we will focus our efforts to promote sustainable development of the region, to improve the well-being, health, education and quality of life in the local communities, to address challenges of climate change. Наши народы и культуры сформированы севером, поэтому мы так любим хоккей, канадскую игру, в которую играют в России. Убежден, что Москва и Оттава, конкурируя на хоккейной площадке, в то же время имеют большой потенциал взаимодействия как на двустороннем, так и на международном уровнях. Our countries and our cultures are shaped by the North. That is why we share great passion for ice hockey, a Canadian game played in Russia. I strongly believe that Moscow and Ottawa, while competing on the hockey rink, have a great potential for cooperation both on bilateral and international levels. Задача дипломатии – наводить мосты, и лучше всего этой задачей служат контакты между людьми. Когда ситуация с пандемией коронавируса будет под контролем и возобновятся международные перелеты, приглашаем канадских друзей посетить Россию, увидеть красоту нашей земли, встретить новых друзей, насладиться традиционным гостеприимством и яркой культурной жизнью Москвы и Санкт-Петербурга, Казани и Екатеринбурга, Калининграда и Владивостока и многих других мест. Diplomacy is about building bridges, and nothing serves better to cultivate understanding than people-to-people contacts. When COVID pandemic is under control and international travel resumes, I welcome you to visit Russia, to see the beauty of the land, to meet new friends, and to experience traditional hospitality and vibrant cultural life of Moscow and St. Petersburg, Kazan and Yekaterinburg, Kaliningrad and Vladivostok, and many other places. А сейчас давайте вместе отметим День России в Канаде. С праздником! And now let us join together to celebrate the Day of Russia in Canada. Thank you.
Твое достояние на все времена. Hello, I'm David Sproul, Canada's Senior Arctic Official and Director General for Arctic, Eurasian and European Affairs at Global Affairs Canada, our foreign ministry. I am pleased to extend my congratulations to the people of the Russian Federation on the occasion of your country's National Day. June 12th is not only an important date for Russia as its National Day, but is also a significant date for Canada-Russia relations because it marks the day that our country signed an agreement establishing diplomatic relations. As governments, Canada and the Russian Federation have our differences, but will continue to work together on important people-to-people issues in such areas as culture, education, and sport. Even more important, we as northern countries will continue to cooperate on Arctic issues, including our close cooperation in the Arctic Council, which the Russian Federation will chair over the next 2 years. Canada's active cooperation and strong support can be counted on. In closing, let me thank you for giving me the opportunity on behalf of Global Affairs Canada to wish you a joyous and memorable National Day.
Hi, I'm Moscow, dynamic megalopolis. Everything starts here. Hi, I'm St. Pete, the third romantic place in the world, the northern megalopolis of the earth. Hi, I'm Kazan, the home of Salvador Dali's inspiration. I'm in the middle of religion's crossroads for more than 1,000 years. Hi, I'm Kamchatka, more than 180,000 square miles of innocent land, geysers, volcanoes, and hot springs. Dragons sleep here. Hello, I'm Altai, the land of gastronomic impression, the land of emerald rivers, miles of breathtaking roads, and colorful mountains. Hi, I'm Yakutia, the diamond's land, the pole of cold with extremely big range of temperatures. I'm Dagestan, more than 6,000 cultural and historical treasures hidden in ancient cities. Gamsutl is my last mystic sister city of Machu Picchu. Hi, my name is Baikal, energy booster, amazing lake with crystal blue eyes and winter golf. I'm the biggest skating rink in the world. Hi, I'm Russia, inexplicable, impressive, unforgettable, the country with the biggest territory on earth. Welcome to my world.
Dear Canadian friends, colleagues from the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, дорогие сограждане и соотечественники, please accept greetings from the Consul General of Russia in Toronto on the occasion of our National Day. It is a special honor and pleasure to represent our country in a region that bears so many reminders of Russia's and Canada's mutual intertwinings and potential. GTA is home to the substantial part of the large and vibrant Russian-speaking community that for over 130 years has been participating in the weaving of Canadian multicultural tapestry. Museum displays in Hamilton, Oshawa, photographs at Maple Leaf Gardens attest to the brothers-in-arms bond that our nations shared during World War II. Memorabilia at Hockey Hall of Fame illustrates common passion for the game and joint respect for sports legends. Toronto is the source of the biggest chunk of Canadian investments in Russia and is always at the forefront of bilateral interaction. TIFF, Imaginative, other local cultural platforms continuously feature Russian content. The origin of the National Ballet of Canada has distinct Russian roots. All of this and many unmentioned factors of similarity form a solid foundation for an extensive and productive connection between our countries, upon which we could successfully build once the threat of COVID-19 pandemic is behind us. We eagerly look forward to and anticipate that time. Meanwhile, please join us in virtual celebration of Russian National Day, which includes the lighting of the magnificent Niagara Falls in the colors of the Russian flag. On June 12th, around 9:45 p.m. Enjoy.
Дорогие соотечественники, dear Canadian friends, chers collègues du Corps consulaire du Québec, 31 years ago, on this very day, Russia proclaimed its national sovereignty. This day ushered in a new era in the history of our country. The constitutional reform has started with the aim of establishing a democratic state based on civil freedoms and the rule of law. Recognition and protection of the rights and freedoms of our citizens wherever they reside is an obligation of the state. This is the concept our consular service is set upon, striving to respond efficiently and professionally to the daily requests of our citizens. Nous apprécions hautement la coopération réciproque entre le Québec et la région russe. Nous espérons aussi que le taux de la pandémie se relâchera dans un proche avenir et que nous pourrons mettre en œuvre tout le plan précédemment conçu, y compris la tenue des journées de Moscou à Québec и à Монреале. Дорогие друзья, 19 сентября этого года назначены выборы в Государственную Думу. Пользуясь случаем, приглашаю всех россиян принять в них участие и проголосовать на избирательном участке, который будет организован в том числе и в нашем Генеральном консульстве. И с праздником! Joyeuse fête! Happy Russia Day!
Bonjour chers amis, dear friends, здравствуйте. C'est un plaisir pour moi de représenter le gouvernement du Québec pour célébrer la fête nationale de la Fédération de Russie. On behalf of the Quebec government, I am glad to say a few words for this celebration of Russia National Day. Quebec and Russia share a lot of things. We are two northern jurisdictions, we have a vast territory, and of course, we love ice hockey, especially in these times of NHL playoffs, where a lot of Russian and Quebec players are ready to make a difference in their team. On a more serious note, we have a history of collaboration in areas such as culture, higher education, northern affairs, environment, and of course, trade. The Quebec government is committed to build a stronger, more sustainable Quebec economic presence on the world stage and further develop relations with its international trade partners. This approach is built on a strong foundation of political and institutional partnerships and also has a sharp focus on trade as well as on attracting investments. We have already built fruitful collaborations throughout the years, and I am confident we will continue to do so in regard of these priorities. Je vous remercie pour votre invitation à me joindre à vous aujourd'hui et je vous souhaite une bonne fête nationale ainsi qu'à toute la communauté russe au Canada et au Québec. Happy Rush National Day. Merci. Spasiba za vнимание.
Stars have always fascinated people. They inspired interest and were uncharted beacons. Humanity craved new worlds and dreamt of flying into space. On April 12, 1961, this dream came true. It was announced on all radios worldwide.
Говорит Москва. Передаем сообщение ТАСС о первом в мире полете человека.
The spaceship Vostok rose to an altitude of about 190 miles.
Yuri Gagarin è partito. La più grande avventura del secolo è cominciata.
Социалистических республик. Летчик-майор Гагарин Юрий Алексеевич.
At 9:07, the liftoff command was given. The rocket began to rise slowly. At that moment, Yuri Gagarin said the famous phrase, 11 minutes and 27 seconds later, the third stage separated and the Vostok 1 spacecraft entered Earth orbit. It was the first time a human being went into space. Yuri Gagarin was the first person who saw our planet from space with his own eyes. He gazed out in admiration at its beauty. After the flight, Gagarin wrote a message to everyone. Orbiting Earth in the spaceship, I saw how beautiful our planet is. People, let us preserve and increase this beauty, not destroy it. Despite all the issues, Yuri Gagarin and the equipment developed by hundreds of specialists successfully coped with each challenge. Thus, the first cosmonaut returned to Earth safe and sound. The whole country welcomed its hero with open arms. And at the end of April, Yuri Gagarin was sent abroad on a so-called mission of peace and charmed everyone with his smile. His contemporaries remember one trip in particular. In July 1961, Yuri Gagarin was invited to the United Kingdom. He spent several days there and met workers, scientists, and the Prime Minister. On the day of his departure, Queen Elizabeth II also wanted to meet the first cosmonaut. And Yuri Gagarin cheerfully agreed to extend his stay. They had lunch at Buckingham Palace. While they were bidding farewell, Elizabeth II wanted to take a photo with the first cosmonaut, contrary to etiquette. Later on, she explained her decision to journalists by stating that Gagarin was not an ordinary earthly man, but a heavenly one. Therefore, there was no violation of royal etiquette. Yuri Gagarin traveled all over the world. He visited more than 20 countries. Everywhere he went, Gagarin was greeted with the greatest honor. he achieved the dream of all people and paved the way for humans to explore space.
Уважаемые соотечественники, Координационный совет Организации российских соотечественников Канады поздравляет вас с Днем России. Успех и процветание России для всех соотечественников, проживающих вдали от Родины, это большая гордость. Наша миссия – это достойно сохранить и передать молодому поколению то, чем мы от рождения щедро одарены Россией. Прекрасным по многообразию и красноречию русским языком, богатейшими сокровищами многонационального культурного наследия, а также широтой души. Мы все достойные послы многонационального богатства России в Канаде. Dear compatriots, the Council of Russian-Canadian Cooperation of Canada would like to wish you a happy Russia Day. The success and flourishment of Russia is a source of pride for many compatriots living abroad. Our mission is to adequately preserve and pass on to the younger generation what we have been generously gifted with the Russia from birth. Specifically, with the Russian language, which is a beautiful in its diversity and eloquence, the richest treasures of the multinational cultural heritage, as well as the breath of the soul. We are all worthy ambassadors of the Russia's multinational wealth in Canada.
Russian composer of Lyadov music box.
Sasha, wake up.
The tensions are unbearable here at the World Cup finals. Russia and Italy tied 1-1, 10 seconds left to play, and Russia with a free kick. Unbelievable! Russia is substituting Sasha Denisov. Sasha is definitely one of the youngest players in the sport, and he's certainly the shortest at 4'2". I don't believe it. It looks like Arshavin is going to let him take the kick. This is most unusual.
Sasha, wake up. It's your big day.
More than 250 years of the development of epidemiology and microbiology in Russia has allowed scientists to create a breakthrough vaccine against coronavirus. Sputnik V, which has already been authorized in more than 60 countries, with a total population of over 3.2 billion people. Continuing to save human lives, today we present Sputnik Light, the revolutionary one-shot vaccine that will help to double the vaccination rates already this summer. Sputnik Light has a proven efficacy of around 80%, which is higher than that of many two-shot vaccines. It is also effective against the new strains of COVID-19. Safe, affordable, and easy to transport. The vaccine is performed with a single shot and helps to swiftly develop antibodies to the coronavirus. Sputnik Light is effective against all existing mutations. Sputnik Light, a light step to freedom.
Dear compatriots, dear friends, my name is Anton Solovyov and I am the representative of the federal agency Russian House in Canada, responsible, among other things, for cultural affairs, educational cooperation and interaction with Russian community abroad. Our representation dedicated to the National Day of Russia is coming to an end. We really hope that you have enjoyed it, and maybe some of you who have never been to Russia before will put that trip on his bucket list. After all, having so much in common, we would like to underline once more that dialogue is key to everything. Let us continue building stronger ties together and establishing new friendly relations in all spheres possible. Have a great Russia Day.
Discover Russia. A country where the sun never sets. A place where Asia meets Europe and the East meets the West. Where ancient traditions live side by side with new technologies. A country that keeps its past and looks to the future. We speak 150 languages, but we perfectly understand each other. We are united by thousands of kilometers, endless forests, seas, lakes and rivers, huge megalopolises and tiny villages. We value hospitality and know how to welcome our guests. We dream looking at the sky, and we inspire others. We invent, create, and share our experience. We raise generations. We hurry. We relax. Run. Wait. Fall in love. Work. Build. We strive. A lifetime wouldn't be enough to describe our country. A country everyone must see with his own eyes. Russia, the whole world within.